So we have our TheraBand between our hands. We're pulling it. Oh, Pilates circle, also good. Just as long as you're holding it up and kind of pushing it apart. Now we're going to practice walking, which sounds ridiculous, but it's super helpful. I'm gonna go backward first because we have mostly ladies. When we walk backward, we're gonna do the same posture where our head and our shoulders and our hips are in a row, and we have forward poise. And I'm also pulling my little TheraBand apart. Now, especially important as we walk backward is to keep that forward poise. So I'm gonna stretch my TheraBand out in front of me, pulling my shoulder blades apart, and I'm gonna reach out with my right leg. Reach, and I wanna make sure I'm reaching with my knee as well as my foot, so I create enough room for my partner to step forward. So I reach, 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 while still maintaining that forward poise, so I can bounce on my left ball of foot right now. Now I push, whoosh, and I catch myself, so I'm still on the ball of my right foot. I haven't rolled back, so I'm like right in between my heel and the ball of my foot. I'm still super forward, so I can bounce on that right foot. And then I'm gonna do the same thing. Reach my left foot back and push. I'm gonna go out of screen here for 1 second, but same thing. I'm forward on the ball of my left foot, so I could do this if I wanted to. And then I'm gonna push, goodbye, and then go side tap, just to get our tango step in there, right? Okay, I'm gonna do that again. We're gonna walk backward a couple times, and then obviously we'll walk forward as well. So if your arms are getting tired, bless you, you can drop your TheraBand or whatever you're holding, and just do it with your arms, pretending that you're pushing outward. So same thing, I'm standing on my left foot, I'm gonna reach my right foot back, and with weight on my left ball of foot, push, catch myself on my right ball of foot, reach my left foot back, push, ooh, hello, reach my right foot back, I'm on my left ball of foot, push, and then go side tap for our tango basic. Yes, one more time, just the walking. We're pushing our hands out. We're standing on our left foot, ball of foot, and we're gonna go reach, push, reach, push, reach, push, side, together. Yeah, let's do it again. And then we'll switch and go forward. I hope you guys have enough room. I hope, circle it up if you need more room. Anyway, pushing out with our hands, standing on our left foot, we go, reach, push, reach, push, reach, push, side, tap. Now, we're just gonna stay where we are. Switch feet so your left foot is free. We're gonna do the leads part, but we're also just gonna practice walking forward. So I'm still pushing out with my hands, and I'm gonna put my left heel just down in front of me. So this is as far as I can step without reaching my foot out. When we walk forward, especially as we do traveling dances, a lot of times people are like, take bigger steps. So people will be like, look at him, I'm taking bigger steps, which it is a bigger step, but we want to make sure we're using our standing leg. So in order to use your standing leg, or make sure you're using your standing leg, if you stand with your feet together and you stick your foot out, that's as big of a step as you can take. Now, if I start pushing off my right foot, push, 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 I'm lifting up the heel of my right foot, push, 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 then I can take that big of a step, and then step onto it. If you just throw your leg out in front of you, like Monty Python Silly Walk style, then you are taking a big step, but you're also probably losing your partner, your imaginary partner at this point. But you want to make sure that you're using the leg that your weight is over to send your free leg, this here leg, to where you want to put it. And then your partner can read where you're going because it's coming from your body weight, which we like. So again, if I just stick my left foot out in front of me, that's as big of a step as I'm going to start with. But then I start pushing off this right leg by lifting up my heel and using my hamstring to push. And maybe it's not a huge step right now, they'll get bigger. And then I pull with my left foot to get onto my left foot. Guess what? I do the same thing. So I stick my right foot out. Now I use my left leg by lifting up my heel. Push, 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 push. Woo. Pull onto your right leg. Let's do it one more time. Stick out your right, that's your left heel. Your left heel. Push up your right leg. Push. And just for kicks, because we're doing tango, we'll do side tap. So good. Because we're mostly the ladies in this class, let me make sure. We don't go forward all that often, but when we do, we want it to be really good. Because, you know, we want everything we do to be really good. I don't know. So again, if we start with the leads basic, we stick our foot out, we push from our right leg, push, and we pull onto our left leg. We stick our right foot out, we push from the left leg, we pull onto the right leg. We stick our left foot out, we push from the right leg, we pull onto the left leg, and then go side tap. One more time. You guys don't have to back up. You can just turn around. I could just turn around. I don't know. It's fun to make laps. Okay, a little bit faster. We're going to go foot out, push, pull. Foot out, push, pull. Foot out, push, pull, side tap. Yes. The other really lovely thing that happens when you use your standing leg to do forward or backward steps is your posture that we talked about at the beginning, where your head and your shoulders and your hips are vertical over the balls of your feet. That shouldn't change if you're using your standing leg to move yourself across the floor. What happens a lot of times when we try to just take big steps is we'll end up seesawing like this. And I'm like super over exaggerating it, but even if I did it backwards, we'll like do this thing. And can you imagine dancing with somebody and having them do that or you do that? You'd constantly be like bumping into each other and it would get weird really quickly. And you'd be like, this isn't comfortable at all. But if you really are standing up nice and tall and you're using whichever leg you're standing over to push or to reach and push, you'll maintain this nice verticality through your spine, to use some dance lingo. Yes, thank you. Okay, so now our little exercise is gonna change. We're gonna do a rectangle, kind of like a box, but we're going to do it tango style. So I'm gonna start with the back steps. Just making sure I can get this all on camera. So we're gonna start with our back steps with our right foot. We're gonna go T, A, N, G, O. We're gonna change weight on the O, so then we can do the leads part and go forward, 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 side together. And we're just gonna go forward and backward pseudo basics for a few, and then we'll do it to music. So we'll go together. If we start with our right foot free, we're standing on our left foot, we're gonna go back, 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 side together. So our left foot is free. And then we're gonna do forward, 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 side together. So our right foot is free. So we do right, left, right, side together, left, right, left, side together. One more time. Right, left, right, side together, and left, right, left, side together. And again, because we're doing tango, my thinly veiled tango lesson, we will do it with music. I think you all know, but let's repeat just in case. Tango's timing goes T, A, N, G, O. That's how I like to count it. The timing of it is slow, slow, quick, quick, slow. Each of the slows being 2 beats, each of the quicks being 1. It's 8 counts total. I'll count it a whole bunch of different ways because it's fun. One moment, please. Oh, I want one that's not goofy. Boop. Here we go. Go, 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 go. It's coming. Yes, yes, we can hear beats. Okay. It seems really loud to me. Okay, hold on. Okay, we got it. Okay, this is gonna seem fast, but here we go. And walk, walk, walk. Side together, left foot, walk, walk, walk. Side together, right foot back. Reach, reach, side together. Push, 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 side together. Reach, push, reach, push, reach, push, side together. Push, pull, push, side together. Reach, push, side together. Slow, slow, quick, quick, slow, 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 quick, quick, slow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. T, A, N, G, O, T, A, N, G, O, T, A, N, G, O. One more, slow, slow, quick, quick, slow, 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 quick, quick, slow. So fun. Okay. Da, 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 da. So my technology setup here, I have my phone. This is my phone, hello phone. And then I have the screen over here, another computer over here that shows like everybody. And then I have another computer over here that's playing music so I don't get feedback from anything. And my computer that has the music is ancient and it like, if you touch it, it thinks a button is pushed. So sometimes it just turns off. Good times. Anyways, questions so far? Okay, I have a thing because it's all ladies in class. So as we do our steps backward, it's really easy. Actually, I'm gonna go this way. It's really easy as you want to get a bigger step, or if you're just thinking about reaching your foot out behind you, to do a little bit of turnout, because it looks nice. There, it looks nice. It's fancy to do a little turnout. Don't do turnout, you rascals, when you step backward for smooth. For smooth. You can do a little turnout in rhythm, but as I do my walks backward for smooth, so waltz, tango, foxtrot, beanies, quick step if you're crazy. I'm gonna try to take I'm gonna call it my pointer toe, because if this is my thumb, this would be my pointer finger, right? Middle finger, ring finger, pinky. So imagine those corresponding to your toes. I'm not trying to take my big toe back first, because that's often going to mean I'm going to turn it out. Ooh, my big toe is still on the ground. I'm going to try to take my pointer toe, that second toe, and trace that straight back. So it a lot of times feels a little bit turned in, but it should just be straight. See if you can see my feet. Straight toes going back. So I don't know if you guys ever use Nordic tracks or elliptical machines to like join the 21st century. Like think of yourself being on a Nordic track or an elliptical machine, and that your foot has to track straight back, and that it's not going to swing out to the side and open up that hip. So let's go backward and do our little rectangle a couple more times with music up, making sure that as you take your step backward, that you're using that pointer toe to reach back. And like we need a reminder, we always need reminders. Keep that weight forward over the balls of your feet and head up. Oh, just all of that, it's fine. It'll be a good time. Okay, 1 second. Oh, hey, everybody, good morning. Now we all heard that. Okay, going back. Pinky or pointer toe, feet in the way. Here we go, and reach, push, side together. Push, pull, side together. Reach, push, side together. Push, pull, side together. Reach, pull, pointer toe. It's such a weird thing to say. Quick, slow pointer toe going back. Keep those feet straight. One more, slow, quick, slow, slow, wait, slow. Yay! Okay, now I'm happy. All right, next up, we're gonna do promenade, just like classic old promenade, but we're gonna make it snappy. Because a lot of times when people start dancing, or even like, I feel like through silver level, we hear that tango is supposed to be staccato, but you're like, where the heck is the staccato part? And there's very few steps in bronze where you can actually make tango look super staccato, because there's not any steps that are built in to make you have like snappy pieces. But we're gonna give you one anyways. So we're gonna do promenade. We're gonna talk a little bit about promenade, and then we'll show you how to make it even cooler with some help from your imaginary partner who's not here right now. You know who I'm talking about. Okay. Yes. All right, let's continue. So we're gonna do one basic step and then into promenade. I'm trying to make sure I'm gonna get this going the right way. This is too much math for me. Okay, here we go. Without going off screen. So we're gonna start with a regular basic and then turn to promenade, and then we'll talk a bunch about promenade in relation to what we've already done. So if I'm gonna follow this part, I'm gonna do our regular basic. I'm gonna go back with my right foot, back, 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 side, and we're gonna hold here for a second. Instead of doing tap or switching weight, I'm on my left foot now. I'm gonna turn both of my feet 45 degrees to the direction I'm going, which is a right angle from where I came from. Yes? So my feet are both pointed this way. Yes? Now, in an ideal situation, my shoulders are still gonna be turned toward my partner. So my shoulders haven't turned at all, it's just my hips and my feet. But I'm also gonna turn my head. Hello, head. There we are. So if you remember holding that TheraBand or whatever you were holding up in front of you, get that TheraBand again. My arms are tired. So get that and stretch it out in front of you, or the broomstick or whatever it was. Get it and stretch it out in front of you. So we're gonna keep our hands stationary to ourselves this whole time. If I start with the basic, I go step, 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 side. Now watch, my hands aren't gonna move, but I'm gonna turn my feet and my head. Woo! So the popular saying for turning to promenade is nose and toes, because hopefully that's all that moves. 10 points if you can do that right now. Okay, let's do that again. Hold that thing out in front of you and keep your hands stationary to yourself as you turn to promenade. So again, we're gonna go reach, push, reach, push, reach, push, side. Keep your hands still. You're gonna turn your feet and your nose to look the direction that you're going. Yes, your feet are looking that way. Now, we get to practice our forward steps. They're a little bit wonky because we're like stepping kind of crab walking, but I'm gonna take my right foot, make sure I pick up my toe, and take a heel lead, just like I did when I walked forward. Now I gotta point or kick my left foot out in front of me, just like we did walking forward, push out my right foot, hold on to it. Now I'm gonna close back to my partner. So I'm like in my starting position and then go back, side, tap. I had a lot of directions in there, so let's do that like 5 more times. We're gonna go just from promenade, but here's the trick. When we turn to promenade, and this goes for like anytime. When you turn to promenade, I want you to set yourself up in closed position first. And be like, here's my nice closed position. Now when I turn to promenade, I turn my nose and toes, keep my hands in place. Yeah? Okay. What sometimes we do is we hear, we're starting in promenade, and then we just go whack ourselves into promenade. And usually we're not in a great position when we just kind of get there. So make sure you go closed position first, turn nose and toes. Yes, it looks so good. Okay, so now, thinking forward walks. We're gonna kick our right heel forward, push off our left foot, pull onto our right foot, kick our left heel in front of us, push off our right foot, pull onto our left foot. Now we have to close back to our partner. So we go back to our starting position. Now I have my left foot free again, and I do my back side tap. So I'm gonna get into that closing back to our partner in a second, but let's make sure those first 2 steps in Promenade are awesome again. So starting and closed, turning to Promenade, nose and toes. We do push with our right foot, push with our left foot, pull with our right foot. We push with our right foot and pull with our left foot. We go to closed position, and then we do back, side, tap to do our regular old Promenade. Let's do a basic first to put it in context a little bit. We'll do our Tango basic, turn to Promenade, and then nice and slow Tango Promenade. Okay, come with me. Arms out in front. They're gonna stay stationary relative to this direction, and we're gonna do our basic. Slow, slow, quick, quick, nose and toes. Now we do push, pull, close to your partner, and back, side, tap. Am I still on camera? I was, yay. Okay, a little bit faster, but not really that much faster. Hands out in front of you, ready, and back, 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 side, turn nose and toes, and forward, forward, close, back, side, tap. Oh, okay. So as long as you're doing heel leads, I can't see you all real clearly, but let's say you're doing heel leads on both of your forward steps in Promenade. I'm going to over-exaggerate, but you're doing, and then you're closing to your partner and backside tap. I'm so happy. So as we do steps in Promenade, especially as ladies, because again, we don't as often go forward in the smooth dances. If we do heel leads going forward, it usually means we're going to keep up with our partner better. And some of our partners have really long legs that are hard to keep up with. I don't know, some people. And it'll also just be more proper. And as much as I like harp on people doing proper footwork, it usually means that you're using your body correctly. So if you're not doing proper footwork at like the foundation levels, like bronze, silver, gold, I'm usually like, does that person actually know what they're doing? Questionable, right? We don't ever want to leave questions in people's heads, so let's just do it correctly. Okay, now, my favorite thing when we do a regular Promenade is to do this close to our partner where we really only turn, it's not even really 90 degrees. I'm going to show you 2 things, so like relax for a second if you're ready to go. So when we learn Promenade, most all of us, this girl included, we learn Promenade. Slow, slow, quick, quick, slow, 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 quick, quick, slow. And we had to turn so far to get around our partner, because what the leads will do, bless their hearts, is they'll go slow, slow, and that meant you had to go all the way around, and then they kind of did nothing, bless their souls. And what I really like to do is have the lead and the follow close to each other like this, instead of going like this. And having the follow have to do this big swing around. So again, your partner has to be on board for this, but let's just say your partner is. As we do the close as ladies, instead of having to swing around, watch first. Our learning Promenade is slow, slow, and then we rotate to face this way, back, side, tap. Instead of doing that, I really enjoy doing slow, slow, and just closing to our starting position where we like didn't even turn 90 degrees to get back to our partner, and our partner close to us as well, and then doing back, side, tap. It usually fits with other patterns better too, which is awesome, and it gives us a chance to be snappy, because if you have far to go, like in version number 1 that we all learn in Promenade, if I'm doing version number 1, I have to do slow, slow, and I have to do a lot of rotation and then snap my head at the end, which is fine. But the more rotation you have to do, the harder it is to make it look snappy. If we have less bar to go, then we can make our snap look more dynamic. So I'm gonna do just this once and then we'll do it together. So again, if I'm doing my version of Promenade, I do forward, forward, and I just close to straight on wherever I started from, and then go back, side, tap. So let us do this together. I'm gonna go this way so you guys can see better. So I have my nose and toes facing the direction I wanna go. I do my nice pick up of my toes, so I do a heel lead, and I push and pull, and then I push and pull here. As I get onto my left foot, I'm going to point my right toe past me, over yonder, and then turn my head back to the left so I'm in closed position. And then the lead can either rotate this or not, but usually it rotates a little bit to the left. It feels really lovely. So let's do this again. We start in Promenade, we start in closed. We turn in Promenade, and then we do toe up, do our heel lead slow, slow, and I swing this right foot past to point, and then do back side point, back side tap. And then we're going to talk about timing in a second. So our usual timing for like a basic Promenade is slow, slow, quick, quick, slow. When we do this little turn to each other to both close to closed position from Promenade, I like to add an and in there. So, as I do slow, slow, and quick, quick, slow. So that and is just us turning our feet, our toes and nose back to closed position, and it's not a transfer of our body weight. Let's do it again. Starting closed, turn to Promenade. We do slow, slow, and quick, quick, slow. Questions? No? It's bueno? Okay. One of the other things about doing nose and toes is we have to be in forward poise, or we'll turn on our heel and then that messes up our distance from our partner. So come with me again. If we start in closed and turn to Promenade, we do our heel lead, and you have to make sure you roll onto the ball of your left foot. So you're really turning on that ball of the foot and lifting up the heel just a little bit to get back to closed position, and then back, side, tap. Whew. And it's so much snappier. So now I'm going to talk about head position because, you know, we're ladies. There's a lot of stuff going on with head position. Like I was saying, how we want to start in closed position all the time. When we do our head position, just in general, another thing that people love to say, teachers love to say, is keep your head left. It's one of my least favorite sayings of all time, because when we hear keep your head left, we go like this. Yeah, it's left, man. Yeah, it's left, but it's not where it's supposed to be. So we're going to take our head to the left of our partner. So our partner's head is right about here because they're a little bit offset. They're a little bit to our right, correct? So like we're on their, like looking over their shoulder. All we have to do is keep our head to the left of their head. So I have a button-down shirt on. What is today's world? Okay, this is really great. You want your nose to be in a nice little curve with your button-down shirt. Who wears button-down shirts? Nobody. Anyways, imagine the line. If you have a seam down your shirt, bless you. Okay, so I like pointing the straight foot out to the side, and we're gonna get crazy here for a second. We're gonna tip our hips too. So like my button-down shirt is all leaning to the left. And now my nose is in line with all of this, okay? If I put my arms up, I don't want to still be at that like crazy axis with my shoulders. So I tip my shoulders, so they're straight. This is some muscle memory I've got going on. So this takes some practice, but instead of tipping, because now, you know, my left elbow is a little bit low, I'm gonna bring that left elbow high. And if I put my feet back together, hopefully my head is at that same angle that it started at. So this is many steps just to get in the right head position, but it keeps us all in the right posture as well. So if we stick our right foot out to the side, tip our hips, and like the whole teapot goes. We're airplaned this way, yes? Now, we don't want to be airplaned with our arms because like we're dragging our partner down on this side. So we're going to reach our left elbow up, reach it up and put it on their shoulder. And then we can close our feet. Now, I love to say, just dance like that, no problem. This is a weird position to get used to. Our equilibrium, like the water, the fluid in our ears does not like this position. It takes a lot of practice to be able to move in any sort of balance with your head tipped over to the left. So I'm taking the crown of my head to the corner of the studio, and I'm gonna practice walking like this. Walking, well, I'm just walking. And at some point, if you happen to have a mirror or be looking at your phone, you're gonna be like, and my head's right back up. And you just have to do it a million times until your head feels like that's a normal place to be. And it's not, it's just a skill that you learn. So where was I going with this? Oh, we have to turn to promenade at some point. So if this leftward leaning of our head, this is our closed position. This is our normal position. So not normal. When we turn to promenade, we do the same thing, except we turn our nose. So nothing about this axis is going to change. Like I still have my head tilted this way, except I'm gonna turn my nose. So it feels real snooty when you turn to promenade, because your nose is like way up in the air and you don't see the floor. I talk about this a lot when I'm teaching like a proper turn to promenade, but when we start, when we're moving in general as humans, we mostly see like this, like the horizon line. We're not looking up at the sky because that's dangerous if you're not looking where you're going. Dancers, though, we rarely see the floor as we're smooth dancing. So as ladies especially, we have this upward tilt of our head. Like mostly what I'm seeing is ceiling right now. It's like my shoulder level up is all I'm seeing. So especially when I turn to promenade, I'm like, the floor is down there. I know it's down there, but I'm looking at these lights right now. I'm looking at the hangy things from the ceiling. And it's, again, just a weird thing to get used to because we're used to looking at like the horizon line or lower to make sure we don't trip on stuff. Hopefully on a dance floor, there's nothing to trip on. So if we just practice going from closed position, we have our leftward lean, we pick our left elbow up. Now I'm gonna turn my nose. Nose, 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 nose. While still trying to keep that crown of my head going up towards the back corner of the studio. Ooh. Yeah, I'm over that left foot, we're good. And now I'm gonna turn back. Still in that leftward position. So most people will say that you're like looking along the line of a rainbow to get from promenade back to closed, because you're kind of looking at the ceiling the whole time. Now I'm just doing windshield wipers. It's fun. So try to just turn your nose or your face the direction that you're going. Another thing that usually happens is we have this picture of what promenade looks like in the movies. Rose in the Teeth, right? Scent of a Woman, True Lies. I can't think of any other like current movies that have it in it, but, and when people turn to Promenade in movies, they're like, dun, 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 dun. And they're like, their faces are all like smashed together and stuff, which does happen in Argentine tango, but they also don't really do promenade in Argentine tango. So it's like movie magic. It's just to make people look like they're doing something aggressive and romantic together. Anyways, so when we're doing promenade in ballroom, we want to start out with this like little leftward angle going on. And then when we turn to promenade, you just see my head like hanging off my shoulders, which looks really nice because hopefully the guy is doing something pretty close to it to counterbalance us. And then we keep that, and then we turn our head back. And then off on our merry way we go. So we're always hanging to the outside of the frame, like our arms with our head, which keeps us balanced with our partner all the time. Or so we hope. Oh my Lord, okay. So I just keep going until I look at the clock and then I'm like, oh my gosh, we gotta stop. Okay, so we're gonna do promenade from a basic with our snappy little close, where we just close to our starting position a couple times, and then we'll do it with music, and then I'll give you a tour of the studio. Okay, so if you want to still use your TheraBand, it's delightful and terrible all at the same time. So I'm going to stretch that out in framing. I'm going to get my little leftward lean going on with my left elbow working up. I'm going to stay forward poised over my left foot the whole time. Well, not the whole time, I'm going to go to my right foot too. I'm going to reach first. So I do reach, push, reach, side, nose and toes. Go into the outside. I pick up my right toes, push, pull, snapping point, and then back, side, tap. Let's do it again. Oh, I'm going to go this way. Cut down time. So I'm reaching out, and I go reach, push, reach, side, nose and toes. Heel lead, snap, and quick, slow. Woo, let's do it one more time without music, and then I'll throw some music on. Ready, here we go. And slow, quick, slow, and quick, slow. All right, I just got closer to the music that way. Let's see what song is gonna play. Oh yes, this one's so good. Oh, that little speaker puts out a lot of power. Okay, with music. I just missed the beat. Ready? Here we go. And slow, quick, slow, and quick, slow. You repeat it again, slow, quick, slow, and quick, slow, quick, slow, and quick, slow. One more time, slow, quick, slow, and quick, slow. I didn't know if I was gonna make that, but it worked. It worked. Okay, questions? Questions on anything? Unmute yourself if you have a question. You're all muted. No. Okay, let's go on a tour. Hold on.